TYM T394.
39 horsepower.
39 horsepower, yep.
And you got it from somewhere in town here, not too far from here, right?
Yeah, you want me to tell them?
Today, on In the Wood Yard, we got all kinds of fun stuff we're gonna do. We got birch logs, I got stuff to clean up, and I got deliveries. Here we go. So I got lots of little projects to do today, nothing major, just lots of little odds and ends I have to clean up. One of the first things I have to do today is these birch logs right here. Now my daughter's going to be using some of these for a display that they're going to use for where she works for an event they're having. So I have to make some chunks of wood for them to use. I have to make a stand, and I got to make a little table of some birch legs that I'm going to be doing. So we're going to get that done. And I also have a customer that wants some birch logs for a little stand by their fireplace. They wanted some nice, pretty, you know, non-burning type logs that are just there to look good, to look pretty, and he wants some logs. So I got those that my brother Kenny got for me, so I'm going to get those cut up. So that's one of the jobs I have to do. And then just now I was raking some of the debris up from when I got logs into before. I got little piles like this here, and down here I raked the stuff up off the driveway, because with winter coming, I want to get this stuff cleaned up so I'm not just pushing it around with the snow pusher or snow blower whenever I start working on snow. And I raked up this little bit here of the cherry bark, and I still have all this to get cleaned up in here. So I'm going to get this raked up right now, and then after that I've got a guy stopping in that wants to look at my frostbite grapple. And he's in town because he's about an hour and a half from here that he lives, but he's in town, he's buying a tractor today, and he's gonna be bringing it here, so we're gonna get to look at that, so that'll be kind of cool. I think he's bringing it anyway. He said he was picking it up, so we'll find out. So that's what's happening. So I'm gonna get to raking and get some of this stuff cleaned up right now. So there it is, that stuff's raked up, and then later today, after I do my grapple demonstration for the guy that's coming to look at it, I'll put my bucket on and we'll pick up that pile, that pile, that pile, that pile, that pile, that pile. So we'll get that done, and that's what'll happen, and we'll get back to work. Okay, so now I'm gonna cut up some of this birch for my daughter, because she's doing some displays for the place she works at. She's gonna have some birch poles where they hang some items that are for sale, and gift bags and things. So some of the poles are gonna be used for that, but they also want a bunch of small cookie type things to set things on around on a table and stuff like that for some of their displays, because it's beauty products. And so I'm going to cut some of these up into some cookies. So that's just something, another way for you guys, if you ever have people that want stuff for displays. I've done this for weddings before, where I've cut chunks of wood they've done displays for weddings. So all that stuff you can make money with. I did it mostly for free just because it was relatives or because it's my daughter. So here we go, we're going to do some cutting. And the saw is already warmed up. I started it up and warmed it up already, so. a bunch of little baby cookies. But yeah, they're for display for it's for beauty products that they're going to be selling at a weekend event they're having, where they're having all their best customers come, and it's a very high-end place, so got to make it look good. And we're going to take a couple of the poles and they're going to hang them horizontally. Well, I'm going to go hang them for them. We're going to use some jute rope, hang it from the ceiling, and have them horizontally. A couple of them, they're going to hang products on there, t-shirts and bags and things. So there's the cookies. Gonna box them up now. So I had someone from YouTube stop, and his name is Mike. He lives a little ways from me, and he bought a new toy. Look at this. So what do you got here?
We have a TYM T394.
39 horsepower.
39 horsepower, yep.
And you got it from somewhere in town here, not too far from here, right?
Yeah, you want me to tell him?
I don't care. It's was a demo model, right?
Yeah, this was a rental unit. I bought it with 120 hours on it.
Nice. And it's got the third function?
Yep, they have a third function built into it.
Just right here.
WR long third function, which has never been used apparently, but it's there.
You're going to use it though, aren't you?
Yes, I am, absolutely.
You got the bucket, and this is replacing what for a tractor?
This is replacing a 25 horsepower Massey Ferguson GC 1715 is what I used to have.
Nice. And your lift capacity, you said, is like 2,000 pounds?
Yep, 2,200 pounds.
That's nice.
Yep.
Yeah, and you don't have the tires weighted, but I'm telling you, you're going to want to.
Right, right. Chris tells me I got to get some
if you're going to lift logs
some
and
juice in
stuff,
here.
You're going to want to weight your tires and put some weight on the back. And it's amazing how much weight you need in the back when you're lifting big stuff in the front. Even if I've got weighted tires and weight in the back, and I can feel my butt lifting up sometimes.
Right,
when I'm lifting
right.
big logs, so.
Well, now that you told me that, it's like, well, I got to get it done. And I can put a ballast, put my ballast back here with some concrete on a 3-point or something,
that's
but
what you want to do,
at least something like that. Otherwise, if I'm moving wood around, which is the purpose of this.
Right, and I would do the weight first and see if you've got enough. I mean, because you don't have to lift big logs. I mean, if you're just lifting average, you're probably okay. You'll know. You'll figure it out.
Right, right.
Yeah, that's pretty nice, pretty nice. And you got it at a pretty good deal because it's a used one.
Yep,
So.
it was used. It's actually a 2021 tractor.
Oh, nice.
So, but when you drop off $3,000 or $4,000 just for, you know, half a year's worth of work, I'll take it.
Yeah, hey, how many hours you said? 100?
120, 121.
That's not bad at all.
No.
No.
And it's the dealer. It's dealer maintained, so oil changes, hydraulic fluid, all that's been done already. You know, you don't have to do the 50-hour yourself for hydraulic change and all that stuff. But so
now you're going to do more firewood because you're telling me you got a wood boiler. You're going to try to start selling wood.
Right, right. Actually, I've got like probably 15 cords I could sell right now.
Do you want to do that? Or?
I don't know. If I don't sell them, I don't sell them. I just
it's money in the bank.
Right. It's I'll just put it in my own wood boiler, but that's the purpose. I just thought, well, if I'm gonna spend more money for a tractor, I can recoup some of it by selling some wood. So, and I've got multiple places to get wood for free. Just like you do.
Kind. Yep. You just free wood everywhere. All you gotta do is get your word out, and people will get a hold of it.
A lot of tree cutters, they're looking for places to get rid of wood.
It's because they have to pay to get rid of it.
Exactly.
When you go to landfills, they have to pay for it. So that is the best way to do it. So,
right.
It's a nice tractor. My brother would like this one because he's got the TYM, and his is the 29. I'm pretty sure it's 29.
29 horsepower?
Yeah. And so yeah, this is a nice one. He's thinking of upgrading, and he wants to come look at my Coyote because he hasn't been here to see it yet. And he's got a buddy that's got a Coyote, and he's also has a Kubota, and he uses his Coyote the most because that's what he said he likes. So I don't know.
Right.
As long as they keep working, as long as they don't break down, they're good.
Yep. And like I said, the prices keep going up. So
yeah, and
if you're thinking about it, you might as well just jump on it and grab one. So and I've been looking for 3 months, and
I remember you originally called me. You were looking at a Coyote, weren't you?
Yep, I was.
But you saved yourself probably about $6-7 grand by doing this.
Could have, yeah.
Not saving money.
And it's amazing. You look across the country, the same tractor, dealer to dealer, state to state, can change $4,000 to $5,000 for the same tractor.
It can,
So.
Well, I think it depends on how many dealers, how much competition there is. That's got to be a big part of it.
Right.
How big the dealership is, what kind of price breaks they're getting. Like that Larry guy, was it Larry Stowe?
Larry Stowe's in equipment down in Tennessee.
He seems like quite the operation. He's
right. And to be honest with you, that YouTube channel is why I bought this tractor, because Larry was carrying Coyote, and then he started carrying TYM, and then I start looking at him, and I'm like, well, it's even a cheaper tractor. I know not cheaper physically, but price-wise, you know. So
yeah. And it's got the Yanmar engine, right?
Yep, three-cylinder Yanmar.
Yep, very good equipment. Well, that's cool.
Yep.
Well, I hope you have fun with it.
Yeah, I will.
If you ever want to come up and do some work, we'll put you to work.
Right.
Sound like a good idea?
Awesome, Chris. Awesome.
So Mike is gone, and my daughter's gone from all the stuff she had to do. So what I got left here now are these poles of birch that I'm going to cut up. And I have a customer of mine that's a firewood customer that wants decorations like I mentioned before. So I'm going to cut all these up into 16-inch pieces because he wants them for a rack that they're going to put in. So going to cut this up quick, and then after that we're going to load up some wood and go do some deliveries. So here we go again. So there it is, a beautiful little stack of birch cut to size. And that should be a little bit more than he needs for his rack, but I'm gonna give him the whole thing because I'm a nice guy. And there's some chunkies that I cut off there, some cookies left over, so I'll probably deliver that tomorrow or the next day. I don't have to give him a call because he's been waiting for it for a couple weeks now. And now I'm gonna go back and I am going to load up the truck with a face cord of oak that's going to a longtime customer. He buys 2 or 3 face cords every year, and I think this will be the first time I'll be going to this year. But he almost always gets one, and then a month later he gets another one, and then a month later he gets another one. He says he doesn't have a lot of space to put it where he wants it in his house, but he always gets a full cord, but never all at once. So I'm gonna load that up. I backed up the truck already right over here to this pile of oak here. And after I get done with this load, then I'm going to come back and we're gonna load up a load of mixed hardwood. It's going to one of my best customers that orders probably 2 full cords every year, but he buys a face cord at a time because he keeps it in his garage. Doesn't have a lot of room, but very good customer. So we're gonna load up 1 roll right now into the truck. There it is. A load is in the truck. We're gonna go on the road, we're gonna dump it, and come back and do it again. My next delivery is going to a very good long-time customer also. This is the guy that buys at least 2 full cords, but he always gets 1 face cord at a time. So I usually go there starting now all the way through winter, even into the spring, probably like, it's like every 2 weeks it seems like I go with a load of wood. And he's very unpicky. He tells me anything but pine, just bring me whatever you got that's dry. He does not care. He just burns it in the fireplace and he does not care. So I'm gonna throw in a whole bunch of different stuff for him here. So that's what this stuff is. It's a bunch of different stuff here. This pile has got cottonwood, aspen, ash, and there's some maple in here too. So I'm gonna throw a bunch of this in, and then we're gonna go to another pile that I got a bunch of other stuff and throw in too for him. Probably throw in some more maple because there's not a lot of maple in here. There's only a little bit in here. So we're just gonna toss it in and give him a little bit of everything. Whoa. Another beautiful load is in the truck, and we're ready to go down the road and do a big dump. So I am back from my dump. I did not record it because it was in a garage, and I backed up to the pile where they have it, the rack, and it was a husband and wife and myself, 3 of us. We had it off in like 2 minutes. So it's kind of nice when you get a lot of help like that. So that's it for today, folks. Thanks for being here. Please hit the buttons. You know what to do. Hit the like, subscribe, share. Tomorrow I'm going to be back in the wood yard. You should come back. It'll be fun. Between now and then, get outside and get cutting. Good night, Irene.